Okay, I've had a few people that have had problems recently running the Fame Functions add-in, and so I figured I would go through some steps to help you to troubleshoot any problems that you might have. And these same steps apply to any add-in that you might get from anywhere if you download it from the internet. Now, if you were to create your own add-in, you shouldn't have any of these problems. This is security-related things that cause add-ins not to work. So what you can see here is this is Windows Explorer, and I have downloaded the Fame Functions add-in from Canvas. And so the first step that you want to take is download it to a folder where you can find it, and then right-click on the file and choose Properties. And you'll notice with a freshly downloaded add-in, and this could be actually any Excel file that contains macros, down at the bottom it will say this file came from another computer and might be blocked to help protect this computer. So the problem is that add-ins run code, and that code could conceivably do nearly anything. And some of the things that it could do could be quite harmful to your computer. So as long as you're sure that the add-in is safe, and if you get it from me, I promise you it's safe, then what you should do, first step, is choose Unblock, and then click the Apply button and hit OK. Now Excel should load the file without any issues. There's a couple of other steps that you might also have to take, so let's take a look at those. So the next step that I want to mention is trusted locations. So if we go to File, Options, Trust Center, and then choose Trust Center Settings, the second choice in the list here is Trusted Locations. So Excel is going to implicitly trust any file that you save to a trusted location. That means you should be able to open it, run macros, etc. So with any add-ins that you download, ideally you would save them to a trusted location. If you don't, and you want to make the location where you saved it trusted, all you have to do is click the Add New Location button and then browse for your folder. So I will go to the one that I had created for this, and I'm simply going to click OK, and now that is a trusted location. If you want to, you can also trust subfolders of that folder, and you can give a description of why it's trusted or whatever. So I hit OK, and now you can see that it's there. If later you change your mind and you decide that you don't want to trust that location anymore, simply select it in the list and choose Remove. Now, the third thing that I want to mention is AutoSave. And if you're using OneDrive or SharePoint, I believe, but certainly OneDrive, what you will see in the upper left-hand corner is this thing that says AutoSave. Now, you notice that I have it turned off, and you can turn that off on a file-by-file basis, or much better, and I strongly recommend you do this whether you're having problems with add-ins or not, because what AutoSave does is as soon as you open a file, it immediately saves it. And so what that means is that if you wanted to just open a file, maybe change something and see what happens, and then not save it, well, too bad, because OneDrive has already saved it for you. I think this is terrible behavior on the part of OneDrive, but it is what it is. So if we go to File, Options, and then you notice here it says Save, choose that, and the very top option says AutoSave OneDrive and SharePoint Online files by default on Excel. I strongly recommend that you uncheck that box. Okay, so hopefully that will solve any problems that you might have with my add-ins or anybody else's add-ins in the future. What I would like to recommend, though, is that you be very careful about where you download add-ins from. In general, you should be careful about downloading Office files anyway, because they can contain macros and they could potentially be harmful. All right, I hope that helps.